Yeah, KG retiring as Celtic and getting his number retired. He didn't retire as a Celtic, but getting his number retired and watching that ceremony just brings back all
Yeah,
the good
it's
feels.
funny. I couldn't agree more. It's funny because you hate on people like Kevin Durant and stuff for going to Golden State, and then you got to remember that like we started the Big Three, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like we started it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we
that
were
is
we were the
true.
first team to start it. You know, it's not like at
Hmm.
that point people were putting together super teams like that. Um, but
Hmm.
either way, KG was at the end of his career. Great player, amazing, still an all-star. You know, but end of his career, it's not like we had Steph Curry and Kevin Durant on the same team, but Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin
We
Garnett
had
probably.
KG, I would say, in his prime. You know what I
No,
mean?
not he was a little
No,
bit after his prime. A little bit after his prime. I mean, he didn't play
I mean
much.
he was locked
He didn't
in.
play for much. Oh, I'm not saying that he wasn't good.
He
I mean,
was locked in,
he
boy.
was very good. But dude, Kevin
Yeah,
Garnett, when he was a young gun, was just
yeah,
a different type of
yeah. Coming out of
player.
high school.
Where you want to go?
We don't have to go to Camp Cuddle. Let's go to Dukes. Try to get a W off a rip.
Let's
Um,
do it. So one thing that I found interesting about the Celtics thing,
yeah,
obviously, I was curious about Ray Allen being there, and because they have beef and whatever, and da 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 da.
sure.
But during his acceptance, he's like, it's just funny because KD's swearing on live television, but he's like,
I gotta
shit,
see it.
man. He's like, shit, man. It's good to see Ray Allen in here, and everyone just goes nuts. Like, they're like, oh my god, like he just
Mm,
he just did it. He's squashing the beef. Ray Allen
mm,
immediately stands up and walks over to him, and they start hugging. And then Paul Pierce runs over and gives them both a hug. And I'm just like, this is
mm.
fucking dope. But one of the things that I found funny was that like I've had like a beef with Ray Allen because they've gotten me to have a beef with him because of him leaving. Like we could have won another one.
Mm.
Da 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 da.
I
The
missed
second.
Dukes, by the way. I wasn't looking.
Oh, it's all good.
God
The
damn it.
second KD
I'm at the Matt building. I'm getting
forgives
clapped.
him. Oh no.
Ah,
Oh
damn it.
damn. All right, it's all right. I think I'll be able to come get you.
Yeah, I
Um,
wasn't looking. My bad.
it's all good. But it's just funny because the second Kevin Garnett, I keep calling him KD by accident. The second, there's a llama near me too. He forgives him. Now we're like, I immediately forgive Ray Allen, right? And I'm just like, oh my god, like how funny is that? And then I
Hmm.
see an interview with Ray Allen after, and they're like, how do you feel about this whole thing? And he's like, the thing about it is like Kevin, like is very, like what Kevin feels is what the fans feel, right? So at this
Yeah.
point, he's like, the second Kevin was able to, forgive me or whatever it was, like the fans it's going to happen. I was like, that's so funny because I just felt that feeling. Why
Yeah.
isn't he killing you? What? Oh
Brah.
my god. Obviously I hit it.
Um,
Look at you up there.
my feeling on the whole Ray Allen leaving, I mean, you got to think he won a title with the Heat, the
Well, yeah,
other
but he
big
could have
three.
won another one with us.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know.
We were lined up to win another one.
Mhm.
It's not like we were in a position where like people had to go other places to win. But I have ultimate respect for Ray Allen as a basketball player. The guy's,
Mhm.
the most pure shooter ever. Maybe Steph Curry's passing him, but I think Steph
Steph
Curry
Curry's
needs
definitely
some.
passing him,
I,
but
well,
if you
I
think
think
about the
Steph Curry
gameplay,
needs some more big moments, that are Ray Allen-esque. Like, dude, Ray Allen had some crazy moments that were just like, dude, this guy. Obviously, I'm not. Steph Curry's a better shooter. I know. I get it. I totally understand. But
how
I
many
just
does he
feel.
have now? Titles. Steph with
Who?
the Golden State. Steph.
One?
I don't even
Two?
know. He's got a
got
couple,
one.
right?
I don't know.
Iguodala and
It's two max, I'd say that, but I could be totally wrong. I have no idea. Someone tell us in the comments. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool, and obviously, Kevin Garnett, man, I'll never forget. It's just funny because like you can go back and think of stories. I know you'll remember when we found out that we got Kevin Garnett. Me and you were we were together. We're by
yeah.
ourselves in my room in my mom's house. And A Bay Bay, the song A Bay Bay, was super popular. We were like, what? How old were we? 13 maybe? You know, little kids.
Oh, we were killing the game then.
And yeah, exactly. And
no, of course,
we heard it come. We heard it come over the radio because I'm a weirdo, and I always would have like radio going in Boston sports, and we literally were laying in my room in the dark, ready to go to bed at like midnight or something. I don't even know. And all of a sudden, across the thing, like breaking news: Kevin Garnett has been traded to the Boston Celtics. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? And I started going, KJJ.
Just running around.
Running around the house, just so happy that we had Kevin Garnett. I was like, no way.
Yeah, KG, man, brought that intensity like no other. Probably the most intense player of all time, right? I mean, if you could think of who's a more intense player than him, you know.
You could always hear KG on the broadcast, like telling people, "Get that shit the fuck out of here."
Yeah, get that shit and like, I just listened to a little bit of his recent podcast interview with Gilly and Wallow, the $1 Million Worth of Game, and I just immediately was enamored. You know what I mean? The guy's just the greatest. He had his own show for a while, right? Wasn't tuned in too much.
50, whatever it was there. I forget what it was called, but apparently it was pretty good. I got these splashies here for you on the roof. Actually, I can probably toss them at you. Stay there for a sec.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was cool. I have to watch the rest of it. I gotta see them all hugging. That'd be.
I happened to be chilling
cool visual
last night and saw it happen live. You know, I was like, oh wow, what the hell?
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, always mad love for KG. It's funny because you go as a Boston dude, like you love everything Boston. It's like who's your favorite baseball player of all time? It's like, oh, Pedro Martinez. So who's your favorite basketball player of all time? Well, it's like, oh, it's definitely Paul Pierce. You know what I mean? It's like I ask any one of my boys that same question, they're gonna say the exact same thing. You know what I mean? It's just funny.
I mean, for me,
you ask me who my favorite is.
Different.
They ask me who my favorite basketball player is, I'm gonna tell you it's Paul Pierce, right? But then you say who's my second, I'm gonna say it's Kevin Garnett. You know what I mean? It's just funny for me because that's who you put so much stock in, you know, when you.
Well, it's like watching. When we were younger, like I loved Antoine Walker. Guy was average as hell. But
average as hell, yeah, but still.
Not average. He was a great player, but yeah, Antoine just shot and shot and shot and shot, never hitting anything.
Yeah, he don't want to be Charles Barkley, which he was good when he was with us for a couple years. But I met him one time.
He's very good, dude. He was very good. He's an all-star.
Oh, look at these purple chickens, dude. Shit, them purple chickens are there.
Is anything good from him?
Yeah, there's a purple SMG.
Let's go. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I had fun watching it, and it brought back a lot of good memories. And Ray Allen was so right about his perspective. Like Kevin Garnett's opinion sort of represents the fans. And if Kevin Garnett can forgive Ray Allen, then the fans are gonna love him now. And I thought it was cool because though I don't agree with it, Kevin was like, you know, happy to see Ray Allen here, and then he's like. And he's next. We gotta get him. You know, I don't agree with them. So? I don't think so. But
kind of boat in front of me.
The funny thing is, if he had stayed another year, then we might feel differently about him. You know, or whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not mad at the guy. I don't care.
Well, it's like,
it's
all
a
right,
sport.
Where does he? He has a great impact on the, Celtics winning, but then he goes off and wins. With the Heat, retires his number.
Well, it just shows you that he's one of the best ever. I mean, the guy is—he's a piece to any team that's going to win. Like, he's one of the most important pieces. You need. Look at the NBA today, even, dude. Like, you look at the Lakers. Yeah, we should probably just head to the circle. It's a deep one. See if we can hit a rift or something. Yeah. There's a guy over there at the rifts. Oh, he's slinging around.
Body.
I don't see any rifts. left. I'm just gonna keep it moving. I don't want to go over the water, so I'm going to go towards tilted. Oh, I'm getting shot.
Me too. I just got shot out.
I'm coming back.
Guys are right on me.
He's
too.
on you. Yeah, I'm right here. You're good.
I'm gonna hit a launch pad. Sorry.
58. Oh no.
Fuck. Coming back.
No, you're good. Get out of there. Get out of there. I'll do my thing. Get out. Get out. Get out.
I'm out, man. This boat gets shut up.
Oh, my slingers are broken. Oh, no, they're not. I got them. Just go. Just go. I got out.
See me taking aggro on this boat right here?
I did.
Letting
It was
people
fucking
know,
awesome.
like.
Let's go, baby. I got out of
Look
there.
up here. Oh, 2 people right in front of me too.
Just keep it moving if you can. I'm really low on health here, so I gotta get myself into a situation where I can throw this pizza. Running out of dinghies as well. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool moment.
Yeah, man, it makes me. You know what's cool about those moments is it makes me get excited about this season. You know, like that's.
Yeah, not for me as much,
though,
but I hear you though. I did for a split second, and then I was like, the NBA is kind of lame, man. I don't like that they can travel and stuff. It's.
Yeah.
You know, I shouldn't say that because the NBA is not lame, and I do have a lot of fun whenever I decide to watch it. But getting
Celtics are, I think, second seed right now. They went on a huge streak as of late, and they're doing really well.
Yeah, they're hot. So hot right now.
So hot.
Hansel,
I think.
Right Purple bird right here.
Yeah, we got a decent squad, right? I mean, I haven't really paid too much attention.
Yeah, I don't pay a lot of attention. We got someone pulling up on us, right? We should probably go now. That way we can just get across the water.
Yeah.
Ooh. Jesus.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna keep going. I don't have the mats to win this game yet, so I'm just gonna keep it moving.
Alright. Right, I'm with you.
What I was gonna say was that just the game of basketball is so crazy because like that Ray Allen position really is super important. Obviously, having a shooter like that. Go and look. Even the Lakers right now, I know they're not doing very well, obviously, but like, dude, they got that kid Austin Reeves. I don't know if you've seen any of that, but the kid's undrafted and he's just got fucking. These kid's got ice in his veins, dude. He'll take any shot. He's not afraid to shoot, you know, and it's. He just takes these big shots, big shot after big shot, and you're never going, that was a bad idea, you know, because, like, he's got the confidence. He makes you believe it with where he's pulling up from and what he's doing. And he's a facilitator. He knows how to just kind of let LeBron be the best player, you know, and when the game's on the line, he'll pull up. Very good spot-up shooter, can shoot off the dribble, shoot off the pass. Ray Allen was an off-the-ball guy. He ran around off the ball. You know, he wasn't going to make his own shot with the ball. He would make his own shot while running around, obviously. But he wasn't going to create his own shot off of the ball. He had to move with the ball. I mean, he had to move off of the ball. And but dude, Ray's very pure shooter, man.
Yeah. Love it.
And you see a lot of it with Steph Curry, you know. Obviously, Steph Curry's a great handler. But off the ball, he never stops moving, you know, and it's just super important. But yeah, I really enjoyed the thing.
Was Rondo there? I didn't see Rondo there in the thing.
Rondo's still playing and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And Doc is still coaching, right? So he wasn't there either.
And he's like coaching the Clippers or whatever, you know.
Yeah. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was a cool thing. Oh, you just take that rift? Oh,
yeah, I took it because I wanted to go. Oh, well, fuck, my bad. Is that the only one?
Yep. Oh wait, we got another. We got another.
You coming with me, or should I?
Yep, I'm with you.
Guys at the top of this build, they just zip line down.
We probably shouldn't go over there. It's out.
It is.
All right.
Okay.
You're getting shot at.
How did I get sniped?
How did I just get sniped? He's literally standing here at the bottom of the zip line, waiting for you to hit the zip line. Yeah, I wouldn't peek. This dude seems to have his stuff together here. Didn't see that angle, did you, buddy?
We were talking about, you know, true point cards the other day. Who is the greatest true point card? We talked about AI is up there, obviously, top 5 all time. You know.
All right, we gotta move. Don't hit the zip line or you're gonna get sniped. Move on the ground to the left. Just took fall from that.
Ooh, what kind of chicken we got here? A little Goldie log?
Yeah, I hit a Goldie.
We're in right here.
These guys are like...
Chicken's hitting me.
Jesus.
Hit me with the little peckers.
Watch your other side. We don't have any trees that can fall on us, right? Actually, we do have one.
I haven't really discussed the UFC card at all since the last time we chatted while it was happening. You know, sleeper card, really good. First fight of the night was a beautiful KO, and yeah, it just took off after that.
Talking about the prelims, the
prelims,
first prelim fight, yeah, that flying knee was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, love the fights. I think my breakdown kind of was pretty decent, I'd say.
How'd you do on the overall pick'ems?
Overall pick'ems, I went 8-6, not great, but
well, that's good. I mean,
no,
it's
yeah,
not great.
I mean, it's over 500. If I had bet, I would have cashed out, right? You know.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, I loved it. Obviously, the fight that I picked for the prelim hitter that I am gonna do every card. Prelim fight that maybe here. I'm moving this way right towards the short side.
Okay.
Chris Moutino, I thought that was kind of an early stoppage. I would have, not that I thought it was an early stoppage, but I would have liked to have seen 30 seconds to see if he had some sort of recovery.
Okay. Like a what's his face, Mark Goddard fall or?
Well, dude, you saw it with Drew Dober. 10 fights later or whatever, you know. It's like I thought that maybe he needed another second. He was definitely, you know, the guy's been standing TKO'd twice in his, you know, in his last 2 fights. One of them was Sugar Sean. But what really is impressive is that Guido Canetti, man. That guy has been in the UFC since 2014. When I was doing my research on the card and everything and just kind of figuring out the breakdowns, I was like, man, I know this guy. And I was like, I swear to God, like, I've watched him fight, like, for a long time now. And so I looked it up, and I was, you know, I didn't know what card or anything. The guy was on, like, the Ronda Rousey Liz Carmouche card. When Fabricio Verdum was the champion, he was on the card. You know, so I was like, this guy's got, you know, he's got some longevity going here in the UFC, apparently. So I thought that was a good fight. Like I said, would have liked to have seen him another minute, another 30 seconds to a minute. If he doesn't protect himself in that minute, and even 5 more punches, you know. And I know that's a silly thing to say, but I just felt like it was a little bit too early. And then that was that. I liked the fight though. It was a good fight. Moutino, he's from Milford, Mass.
Yeah, it's funny. One of my boys I work with was saying that he was actually neighbors with him. I was like, oh,
right,
no shit.
Adam Sandler's my babysitter kind of thing, right?
Yeah, all that.
I'm joking. Everyone from
pretty
this area is
obscure
like, oh,
person
yeah.
Pretty obscure person
That's
to go
why I
with.
made the joke.
Yeah.
Who the hell's going to lie about being neighbors with Chris Moutino? It's going to make me waste all my mats. Yeah, and I just hit him for 60 over there, though. That's what you get, boy.
It's funny
Yeah, that was
that
a good fight.
to the right of us, our bounty was like kind of close, and he's probably hiding behind a tree by himself because there's nothing going on to the right of us, and that's where our bounty was.
See if he's behind that tree.
Yeah, he's probably in a forest somewhere.
I'm not gonna waste any more of my material building against them.
They're getting pushed by the team, so.
Maybe we can get some third-party shots.
21,
oh, yeah,
blue.
21 as well a few times.
21 blue.
Just
Broke this guy's shield.
Me?
Guy to our right. Knew it, dude.
Yep, he
right
did.
just hit me in the back of the... this game's so funny.
Yeah. We probably could have built ourselves some walls there and stuff.
Right here. Oh, he's getting
Broke that
pushed.
guy's shield. Not the guy that shot you, but the guy pushing him. Eliminated one. This guy right here that was to our right is still alive down here. We got someone pushing up on our other side to the southwest. I just saw footsteps in here. I wish I had some splodes. Sounds like he's pushing us. He's pushing us. What's up, boy? Really want this smoke? I'm up high ground, ultimate high.
Alright, well,
That on you?
yeah. He's nice.
Keep going, I'm right here. Yeah, keep going. So yeah, that was a great fight. And then what else I picked? Just kind of going through my breakdown to kind of remember what.
Obviously, the Alex Pieta fight
was great.
highly
and,
anticipated.
Dude,
Looked good. That was a good
funny?
fight too. Bruno really showed out. Shout out
Great
to
fight, dude.
Shout out to Bruno
Silva.
for liking the card that I made.
I know,
was
he
one
liked
of
the
the
pick'ems,
fighters of the night.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Miranda Maverick did too, as well as Terrence McKinney.
McKinney. Yeah, they all saw the
Shout out to those guys.
the pick'ems card and
Made me happy, made me proud.
picking up the slack on the promo for the UFC a little bit for him, you know.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, only the best promotion machine in sports, but yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So
Gonna do one tonight. Gonna do one for the UK card.
my
Pumped
breakdown
for
the Alex
to the-
Pieta fight was just the, you know, it almost wouldn't. It's oh shit, my bad.
So good.
It almost wouldn't be that crazy if we weren't in the middleweight situation we're in, right? We're in a situation where Izzy's lapping people, and we need contenders. And I definitely feel as if I was right. I know we kind of talked about it, and you were like, I don't know about that. Like, he's got to have to fight a lot more fights. As soon as he gets out of that fight, Dana White's like, was that not the most badass fight you've seen? And I was just like, wait, what? It was an awesome fight, don't get me wrong, but immediately the hype machine started, and Dana White was like, was that not badass? This guy's so good. He's like, that was a great fight. I love to see it, but he's hyping him up because Izzy needs contenders, and it's the only guy to knock out Izzy, you know. So I found that a little interesting. But great fight, dude. Deserves the respect. The guy has a left hook like a goddamn whip. It's not even right what that guy. That power in that left hand is so different. It's dude, it's incredible. It was the weirdest. It's almost weird to watch.
Follow you.
Oh my god. Got wrecked. Oh no.
This guy's spraying shit. Damn it. I'm low on mats. I was just trying to stay in your build, so it didn't really work out well.
Oh, I missed. Oh!
Get in. Eat that pizza. If you can.
No.
Oh no. Whew. Better. A little better. You 1v1. Right there.
Let's
next
go,
to you.
baby! What up, G? What a
No
lucky
mats.
win! No mats, no nothing going on,
Okay.
baby.
I don't care if
Let's
that's a
go.
fucking Pope, my man.
My
you ain't losing
God,
that.
I don't care. Not on my worst day, pal.
You know what you
Let's
just did?
go,
You just put him
dude.
on the fucking news.
Someone
put him on the news.
Someone upload that shit to the news right now. My God.
Putting him on the news
I gotta
right
go.
now.
I gotta upload this shit to the news, baby.
Good W.
Wow, I can't believe that we just won that game. That is hilarious.
So yeah, back to the UFC card. So my biggest takeaway from that was Song Yadong's vicious KO. I mean, that's not the biggest takeaway, but that was probably the most impressive finish. Trying to think of other things that took place.
So that was part of my thing. You know, he started it off with the thing that I said was going to happen. He hits someone with that fake level change overhand right at least once a fight. It's just a matter if they stay up or not. And obviously, you know, Marlon Moraes has been knocked out now. He had been 1-4 with 4 knockouts in his last 5, and then he gets knocked out again. I just don't like that. I don't like seeing that happen. I did pick Marlon Moraes because I thought that just the skill level was different. You know, I still actually do sort of think that Song Yadong throws bombs, and if they land, they land. And I definitely see that and see it even more now. I've watched Song fight quite a few times, though, and it doesn't always happen, right? And he gets a bit tired. But yeah, man, Uriah Faber's always been one of my favorite fighters, so to see a guy out of his camp, it always makes me happy.
Yeah.
I thought that was beautiful.
Another fight that comes to mind right away is that Khalil Roundtree fight, and how
oh my god, that dude is violent, vicious, mean, and the nicest dude ever.
Nicest guy in the world. No, yeah, just incredible. A little back and forth with Cody Pope. It was funny because I knew right away that that's one of these go-to guys that's on the come up. And the second he was on the card, I hit Cody up. I'm like, hey, he's your boy's on the card. And then Cody did a pick him, and then right when that exchange happened, and you know he got up on the ground, he punted the guy's ribs. I just immediately messaged Cody. I'm like, dude, what is going on with this guy right now? And he's like, man, vicious.
Khalil Roundtree he's very good. He spent a bunch of time at Tiger Muay Thai, learned Muay Thai very well. He came out in a much different stance. I haven't seen that from him.
Really low, right?
Normally he's got more of a almost like lean back Muay Thai stance, or at least he had that for a while he was training out there, which I definitely liked. But man, that guy Roberson didn't really even have a chance. Like that was just meant for coming out.
Heavyweight, man, it's a scary division again. I mean, it's always been scary, but you know what I mean. Like I think it's especially with the main event fight drawing some interest with Alex Smith. After, did you watch any of that?
Anthony Smith
post. I say Alex, my bad, Anthony. You see that after?
I did. I don't really think that Anthony Smith should be anywhere near a contender fight, but that's neither here nor there. I like the guy, so... Oh, I'm lagging.
Yeah, good guy on me.
I just one above you just got knocked, and then there's still one up there. See him, Rye?
Yeah, I'm with him. Ah, dude. I just got absolutely railed.
Oh no. Really? It didn't sling there?
If you take a look at the light heavyweight picture, you obviously have at the top of it Glover and Prochazka.
Prochazka has really only fought Dominic Reyes, but I agree. I mean, he gets the title shot, but...
And then you got Rakic.
Yep, Alexander Rakic. Very good
Rakic.
Fighter. Very,
and then,
good kicks
and
like
then
a
Anthony
horse.
Lionheart Smith, man.
Who's Anthony Lionheart beat recently, man? That's my issue with it.
I think he beat Ryan Spann.
Yeah,
in
that's
his last fight.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Right. But
We're gonna have him fight Ankalaev. We're gonna have him fight Ankalaev and then go fight Glover Teixeira again. I just don't think that that's a good idea. You know, I don't know. But he is Lionheart, man. He is Lionheart. He's good. You know, he's got skill.
So he's on a 3-fight. He's not actually on a 3-fight tear. So Devin Clark, Jimmy Crute, Ryan Spann. He's got 3 dubs against.
So not to be that guy, they're all UFC fighters, of course, and I'm not. It's not to disrespect them, but when fighters lose a few badly, they get that step down in competition, and it to sort of build them back up. But those 3 names right there, I get it. They're UFC fighters and they're good, but those are not Glover Teixeira, Yuri Prochazka, John Jones. You know, like those are. There's a different level of fighter there. Whoa. What the hell?
Did Jan Blachowicz have a fight scheduled? I thought that was the one that made most sense for them.
He just pulled out. He got injured.
Okay.
What else did we have? But yeah, the main event was boring. I say boring because it's traditionally boring. Obviously, I am a huge MMA fan. I like the chess match. Yeah, I want to see people get knocked out, but I do like the chess match. Thiago Santos is so good, man. That guy is very, very talented.
What was your take on the Bruce Leroy Yusuf fight? I thought it was a great fight. I thought
it was awesome. Great. Yeah, Alex Caceres, man, that he's good. I mean, he's so good. His longevity is proving how good he is, but I think that was one of the best he's looked, to be honest. Like, I think he's just getting better, to be honest. Yeah,
but Yusuf taking the dub for the leg kicks. It's kind of this weird situation in MMA right now, right, where people just don't really have the correct answer to that on the fly. You know.
Well, I did notice Caceres didn't check a single kick, and I'm like, you gotta
started to
move
kicks.
Out of the way instead, and that's a bad sign, generally speaking. When you start trying to get out of the way instead of, playing it. Here, take these. Oops, there's another one. But yeah, no, great. Alex Caceres, man, I've been watching him. We've been watching him since The Ultimate Fighter. He's a pleasure to watch. He's only getting better, it seems, when it almost seemed like he had hit his peak a few years ago. So I was very happy to see that. I was proud of him, and I also do think there's this weird thing about when guys that have a decent amount of losses on their record
What's in that chest you just opened and good?
Just a biggie. Yet, oh, so, shit. There's something up there. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think it was a MK or something. But yeah, a lot of the time, and this might come off kind of weird, but like, I guess what I'm getting at is like, it's almost counter. I don't know. When those guys that have a decent amount of losses lose, it's not like heartbreaking for them. Like they have like, I don't know, they handle the losses well because they know it's like anyone can win on any day. When a lot of the younger guys lose, and they haven't been there before yet, losing a couple, it sort of kind of cripples them for a while, that first loss or that 2 in a row. Or I was very proud of Alex Caceres.
I'm trying to get slingers real quick.
Yep.
Let's see if I can. Yeah,
there's a pair over there. I mean, there's some on the ground that I left.
Yep. Got some.
Yeah, I thought it was a good card, though. It was a sleeper card, like I said. It was probably like Friday's podcast. I think it was on Friday, maybe, but I just thought that this was a card we're going to look back on and go, wow, this was a lot of guys' kind of moment of realization in the UFC, where we go, wow, this guy's good, this guy has what it takes. And even get out of there if you can. I don't know.
He's pushing me. I went into.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He's on me again.
He's chasing you. Broke his shield.
Give me just 5 more seconds. I get this med off.
Whoa! I'm dead. Knocked him. Oh! I thought that was you. Oh my goodness! I thought that was you. Fuck. GG's, that was... I think you got him, to be honest with you, though. Get ready to hit him with that purple pistol. He's gonna get it. He's getting his buddy up down there, Rye. You gotta go in there.
Oh, shit. Okay. My bad. Was it right here?
No, the door. That he's up. Get out of there. Just leave. There's 2 of them. You don't have any shield. You gotta get out of there. Good shit. And just kind of chill for a minute, see if they clear out, and then, I mean, I wouldn't even really be that concerned with the card.
I'm going for it.
But yeah, that was a great card. Even with Terrence McKinney, you know what's funny is that when he knocked down Drew Dober, me and my dad watched the card together. When he knocked him down and didn't stop swinging, I was like, well, he just lost. I said, my dad, it was so funny. He's like, how did you know that was going to happen? My dad's not an MMA fan, obviously. And I was like, because he blew his wad. The guy's sitting there basically fine. Oh, they're back on you. Get out of there. Oh, there you go. Set that thing up. Don't hit it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
It's all right. It's all good. Just land. Just, okay. Or sling it, right?
Yeah, I can try to...
Whoa! What the hell?
This game, man.
But my dad was kind of like, how did you know that? And I was like,
wait, what was the tell?
Terrence McKinney just didn't stop throwing punches. And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
He blew his wad.
You're 1 minute into the fight. Like, I don't care how hurt this guy is. You're literally 1 minute into a fist fight. Why are you swinging like this? But either way, I still have, even with that, with Terrence McKinney, you gotta jump and build a floor under you.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous.
You're scaring me in this boat. You're gonna get lasered. Nice, nice, nice. Good shit.
It's just taking forever for the slingers to shoot.
Keep it moving, you're good. He's on the street. Yep. Oh, you're dead. GG's.
Let me pull up the card again, but I want to take a look at the next week's card real quick.
What was your favorite fight of that card?
The Caceres and Yusuf fight, because I just was admiring Yusuf's ability to set the game plan, hit the leg kicks off, and Caceres, you never know if he's out. You know what I mean? He's landing hooks, and so I thought that was an entertaining fight. Khalil Roundtree's kick was probably my favorite thing that happened throughout the whole card.
The soccer kick to the body.
Yeah, Moraes needs to go to Eagle FC or something, and
Moraes needs to stop fighting for a long time.
Yeah,
because
so it was really good.
Really scary to see a guy get knocked out 5 times in 6
You know
fights.
what I think I love a lot more about these fight cards is they, in comparison to an actual UFC card, the level of entertainment's pretty much the exact same. You know what I mean? So if you're not watching these and you're buying the UFC cards, it's like you're losing out on your investment, if you will, of liking the UFC. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I couldn't agree more, because I do really feel like I pay for the one pay-per-view a month and it covers my 3 regular cards a month as well. Like, I'll pay $75 for 4 cards. If that makes sense. Like, I know that's not how it goes, but that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, so exactly. If you really want to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck with watching the UFC, you gotta watch the fight nights, because those are extremely entertaining, and they got amazing fights. Especially all the headliners are all weight class packing, fights at the top of the log jam, if you will. A lot of these divisions end up really weighing and hinging on these fight nights and what takes place. So if you're not watching them and you're only really paying attention to what ESPN's Sports Center is telling you to watch, you're kind of missing out. So
jeez, I might go back to the lobby. This is way too loud. Going back to the lobby. I can barely hear you.
All right, so
No, I couldn't agree more about that. I think that for me, the UFC Fight Nights are almost those are cards like, dude, I don't care what anyone says. Thiago Santos fought for the belt on pay-per-view and we paid for it. You know, I know John Jones was part of it, but it's just crazy because like that's a pay-per-view fight, man. Ankalaev versus Santos, maybe not a pay-per-view main event, but that's a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah, no. So real quick, next week, Saturday, the 19th is the UK card, which is obviously
Tom
got Paddy the
Aspinall.
Baddy coming out. So yeah, Tom Aspinall's the big prospect in the heavyweight division out of UK, fighting Volkov, who's not an easy fight. That's tough company right there.
Any
that guy
given
is,
day for Volkov, like, you know.
Yeah, he's definitely earned his spot. A quiet co-main, Dan Hooker, Arnold Allen here. Dan Hooker obviously coming off the loss to Islam Makhachev, which was short notice, and then the fight prior to that, he dominated in his bout. The one before that, he gets knocked out by Chandler. So it's unfortunate that he's kind of on this weird up and down right now, but Dan's always in the mix. He's definitely a top 10
right
guy.
Now, it might change, but I got Arnold Allen winning that fight.
Okay.
17-1, dude. It just seems like he's a different level than Dan Hooker.
Yeah, but Dan's a gamer. We'll see. Let's see what he.
I'm not slighting Hooker at all. I'm more giving Allen props. I think that Arnold Allen really is like he could be, future contender. Like I think that he is that good, and he's super entertaining to watch fight.
The Coco is Paddy the Baddy, ready to starch a motherfucker.
Or get starched because his chin's pointing at the ceiling.
Vargas is a tough company there for him, but he's obviously the heavy favorite. Gunnar Nelson, Takashi Sato.
Gunnar Nelson's an old vet.
Another heavyweight funny bout is that Shamil Cat, the small bowling ball dude.
Yep. But the one under that Shamil fight is big because Paul Craig is the only guy to beat Ankalaev, who fought this week. Oh, I got a little echo going on here, I think. Check.
I'm gonna hop into
it's slight, but yeah, it's ready up. There's a good fight on the prelims. Let me look. I forget who it is. I think it's actually a chick fight. Yeah. Meatball Molly is fighting Luana Carolina, and that fight has all the makings. It's funny because I know, they're small and they're girls, but I think that fight's gonna just be a bloodbath. Those two girls fight like crazy. So that'll probably be my prelim hitter pick. Meatball Molly and Paddy the Baddy train together, both Scousers, and that should be interesting. But dude, I'm super excited for the main event, dude. I think that's gonna be the fight right there, man. Tom Aspinall, I want to see what this guy can do now against a big 6'7" freaking giant, right? And Tom Aspinall's just got such good form, man. Good stand-up and just great. The way that he moves is different from a lot of these heavyweights I've noticed. And I think maybe later in his career it could hurt him a bit, but his chin is so good that he's not afraid of the firefights. And at 260 pounds or whatever they might be, right? It's like 206 to 265 is heavyweight. Man, one of those giants gets a hold of you, man, and it might be trouble. But I really like Aspinall. Actually, let's not go to Buttes. We hit it twice.
I was gonna say drop late. Yeah, there you go. I'll be there in 2 seconds. Just kind of buttoning some stuff up. Give me half a second.
Yeah, no worries. Nikita Krylov and Paul Craig, though, I think that's a good one. Paul Craig is probably the best big man jiu-jitsu player. He reminds me a lot of Frank Mir back in the day. Just incredible jiu-jitsu player. I believe Paul Craig broke Jamal Hill's arm, right? The guy that just knocked out Johnny Walker, Jamal Hill. I'm pretty sure Paul Craig broke his arm in an arm bar. Or at least, like, dislocated his elbow. Whatever. I don't want to say he broke his arm because I'm not a fucking doctor, but...
Yeah.
That was good. Paul Craig's got just crazy good jiu-jitsu, man. He's like a boa constrictor. He, like, grabs people. It's almost like, Jesus Christ. Glover Teixeira, man. He's just got that weird strength that seems to... always get him in a good position where if he gets a hold of a guy's leg or if he gets a hold of a guy's waist and clasps his hands behind the guy's going for a ride, you know?
Yeah. See Glover all the time in cornering fighters.
Yep, he did it this week. He was cornering a bunch of fighters this week.
I think there's something to be said about the ability to teach and the ability to retain information that comes through teaching for his success. He just, you know what I mean? He's constantly active in that space. Same thing with Khabib, right?
I
Obviously.
also I follow Glover on Instagram, and he really does a good job of like loosening these fighters up before these big fights, and I think that that's super important. He kind of makes it a good time if that's such a thing when you're about to go fight, you know.
He's definitely had his ups and downs. People can look at him as
He's 1,000,000% had his ups and downs. He fought John Jones for the title, did very well, and then, you know, it's just those type of fighters, man, they're so endearing. You love them so much because you know that they just want it so bad. It's like, it's not a matter of like not trying hard enough or this or that, you know.
a couple things I'm going to generate this week is the duos Spotify. I'm going to do a duos for hip hop duos Spotify just to, you know, put something out there.
Hip hop duos, like the best like,
notable songs by duos. Just a playlist that flows well that honors hip hop duos.
Talking kind of like Black Star, you know.
100% Black Star, Outkast, you know, Helta. Maybe just one or two MOP Mob Deep joints, you know, stuff like that. You know, a couple things that maybe fall through the cracks that people don't recognize as duos would be like a Tech and
Chris Calico?
Calico joints, you know what I mean? Places where Calico shines, you know. I do something like that.
Or something.
Yeah, exactly. A Bad Meets Evil joint, you know, something like that. You know, it's interesting. It's cool when you start to look at, like, you know, duos Smith and Wesson, you know what I mean? And the Clips, you know what I mean? Like, you start to really think and you go, oh yeah, like this would be a cool list to do, a cool playlist to do. So just trying to find cool ideas, cool playlists to do. Might even throw us in the mix to get people to hear some of our joints, you know.
I'm still enjoying the most lyrical one. I got through the whole thing. It's just funny. I'm not a big Roots guy, but they come on and I'm like, okay, let's, you know, it's not that I don't like the Roots, it's that maybe I just don't know enough of it or whatever it might be, right? I just heard a llama, or is that a chicken? So some of those Roots joints comes on and I'm like, oh wow, like this is super underrated. There was another track on there that I meant to bring up on the last playlist, but it's just exciting for me because, first of all, as we've gotten older, obviously we grew up on all the same music, but our musical changes, our taste has changed, like me and you compared. Like, we still like the same things, and I can go, yeah, obviously that's a fucking crazy good song, or whatever it might be. I'm gonna buy a patch up real quick. Or whatever it might be, but definitely, like, sort of, you know, I like, just kind of, for example, the Roots, like, I definitely don't put on the Roots enough, and it's making me do stuff like that. And I'm not saying that I love the certain songs or whatever, you know, but I need that sort of education, right, in order to really just enjoy hip hop more. And not that I really need any help enjoying it.
There's a point in my life where I was just so hungry to learn about, you know, everything that has anything to do with being an MC, and, like, you know, inspirations, where people draw them from, references people have the ability to kind of go in their brain berry to reference for certain, whether it be cadences or you know, just pop culture stuff about hip hop. I was just, you know, enamored with it for years and years and years. And then as you get older, you start to get that, oh, this sounds like shit. Everything sounds like shit.
You do. I don't.
Yeah, no. And the thing is I'm fighting that urge, and every single day I'm trying to keep my eyes, my you know, opinions open to, you know, certain artists. So, like, you know, people like Cole I've fallen in love with. So guys who are in his camp, like Jitty and Earth Gang, I'm focused a little bit on them. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, be I'm not trying to dick ride Griselda or anything, because they're kind of in our genre, or at least mine. for what I like, but I do pay attention to them, you know.
Yep. Yeah,
So
I
that's
listen
about
to
it. I mean,
a lot.
I mean,
of
not about it.
school
It's
type of, like, even. Oh, am I getting shot at or?
no, I just shot a
Chicken?
bird.
Okay. You know, like I listen to a lot of DaBaby, and you know, and I listen to a lot of that stuff. But I also realize, you know, it's like in that I sent you that DaBaby freestyle. You're like, none of this. I don't understand a word he's saying. I'm like, well, you're not trying hard enough. You don't care to listen then, because what he just said is fucking awesome. You know, and it's very good, and you can't argue that the guy is good at rapping. Whether you like it or not is a different story. But that LA Leaker stuff is extremely well-rounded. Oh, did you just land on that dude?
Yeah, I'm making him rethink his whole
He's
shit.
slinging around on him. Make him rethink his life. Oh, they're leaving. 19, one of them. They're under
dead.
us as well. Nuh-uh.
I thought he was.
He hit the spider web thing.
Ah, okay.
So he couldn't take fall damage there. But yeah, just getting into music, you know, like that, and then I go, you know, I love Black Thought. Never would ever say that anybody is better than Black Thought, right? But there is a time and a place for it for me where I'm going, yeah, I mean, dude, no matter what way I say it, it's gonna sound like I'm hating on Black Thought, which is the last thing I want to do. The guy is, what, as far as rapping goes, top 3 best rappers ever, like, you know what I mean, or whatever. I don't know if that's true, but for me, you know, I realize how good he is, but you know, a lot of it, oh man, at the risk of sounding like a total douchebag, it sounds exactly the same to me.
Yeah.
You know, at times I'm going, did I just hear this song? Or, you know, it's almost the same cadence on a lot of it, same style on a lot of it. They're on top of you.
For me, it's like, yeah, a lot of it resonates, the actual context of what he's saying, you know what I mean? If you listen to some of his projects, you know, what am I doing? I'm trying to justify Black Dot. I don't need to. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean by artists sounding similar, and, you know, it stay in their lane. You know, we applaud some artists for doing that, and some we don't. You know, we applaud a Method Man for sounding similar to what he did back in the day, and we get mad at Eminem for sounding like a screaming kid.
Well, for me with Eminem, it's not even the voice as much as it's the context. I'm not into what he's talking about.
I think what I'm getting at is guys like Nas are a
Those
good
guys
example
are literally all over
of
us.
the ability to.
We got a team on the hill right here, and a team on top
away.
of Buggs. I'm just gonna chill right here for a second, see if we can get a regroup. But no, once again, it's not a diss on Black Thought at all, and it's funny because I'm aware enough to go, yeah, of course DaBaby isn't as good at rapping as Black Thought, but what he just did here, I like better than that, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. And regardless, if, you know, I know who's good at rapping. You know, I rap my whole life.
That's exactly it. So back to the whole idea of playlists, right? I'm scratching an itch going, who's the most lyrical here? Who do I think is the most? And it's all opinion at that point, but it's like, who would I go, who's the most lyrical people? So of course I have fucking Pun in there with Black Thought.
Not enough Nas on that playlist though.
Well, I had a couple obscure deep cut Nas joints on there that people don't really appreciate.
Rewind's not on there, right?
Rewind's not, but Second Child is.
I thought Rewind is one of the most lyrical songs I ever read.
It is, but I got Second Child on there. It's like, explode my thoughts and drunk up from quarts of beers was years back before Nasir would explore Korean rap. As a music dude, I mastered this Rubik's Cube, Godzilla, for Gargantua, eyes glued to the tube. So I have a lot of the Nas that tickles my fancy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Schemes that I fuck with. So that was intentional, you know. I didn't put Rewind on there. Everyone knows Rewind, you know, kind of thing.
I really, when I think of the most lyrical songs in hip hop, I do think that Rewind is one of them. Storytelling, content, everything about it, I think is very hard to pull off. And I think he did a great job of it. But
I think what I was going for wasn't putting the most lyrical songs. It was what informs me as what's most lyrical. You know, me individually is what's most lyrical, if that makes sense. Versus, like, I didn't put Twins on there like, you know, dead in the middle, literally.
Wouldn't you
know?
consider that? I mean, see, that's the thing that confuses me about playlists sometimes is I go, just because I've heard it 1,000 times doesn't, and I'm not as juiced on it anymore, doesn't mean that it's not X, Y, and Z, right?
Right.
But that's what's so fun about the playlist, and it even got me into going and
That's what I'm
looking
saying,
at
it's what
other
informs
people's
me.
playlists and finding what other people find to be the best hip-hop songs. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool, and that's why I'm so excited to have people share their own
Guys on me.
playlists as we continue forward, because I think it's super important to see what other people think. Maybe it'll change a bit of... Man, I'm burping like crazy every one of these. I don't know what's going on. I think... Oh, you in a scrappy?
Yeah.
Scrappy do? Where's he
There's a
at?
guy in... Up by that truck. Is where he hit me from. Ugh, these slingers. No, I love doing them. I love doing the playlist. It's super easy, man, and it's like...
Well, it's funny because, like, I
don't have a lot of Doom on there, you know, and that's just because me. Like, it's my opinion on like who I deem as lyrical. But like, think about Doom and how impactful Doom is in his ability to be extremely creative. But I just, for me, it's an individual thing. I didn't have a lot of them on there. If any, I think I may have had Doomsday just because that's what my Doom would say. You know, like I didn't have.
Well, I'm in the school of thought where my favorite here. We're awfully close to that team. Let's try to maneuver around them.
Let me get this pizza.
I'm in the school of thought with Doom where what I like from Doom isn't necessarily what a lot of people like Doom for. Like Victor Vaughn's my favorite Doom project, which is not a highly, well, of course it's a Doom album, but it's not a highly touted Doom album. It's kind of more.
But again, it's like if I don't put Doom on there. Is everyone gonna sit there thinking I don't know what about rap because I don't have Doom on my most favorite playlist? It's like,
well, I think
no, dude, that's not who I'm trying to. I'm trying to
this
scratch my itch.
No, I couldn't agree more, and that's why the content to go along with the playlist for me is like the most exciting part. Like I want to see, I want you. Oh, a guy behind us here. I want you to tell me why Doom's not on there. That's why this content that goes along with it. I feel like really. I just knocked that guy.
Beautiful.
I'm pushing him.
This guy's right here, I think.
I'm pushing this guy.
Okay.
Did he die? Where is he?
He dropped in the water, I believe, or somewhere underneath here. He's in this labyrinth of builds over here somewhere.
Well, maybe I'll just get out of here then. I don't like this. Should we go back up?
Yeah, I think so. We probably had a better opportunity.
Oh, his teammate's here on me.
Right here. Right here.
24 white. I mean blue. Sorry, blue. Not white. Oh my god, I just got stuck on your ramp.
Let me go back up.
Yeah, my slingers are broken, so I just gotta hit a drop and pick them back up. God forbid you sling too far, you know, and all of a sudden you can't sling anymore.
But it's like...
But no, that's why I love these conversations.
So quickly, like I have a couple Earl joints in there. Well, Earl's this baby of Doom, you know, in some sense. So it's kind of like I got the best versions of that style. You know what I mean? I kind of covered that genre of most
you
lyrical,
needed to have Earl in there. The song Earl, I was a little bit like, damn, bro.
I couldn't find it, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
you know what? It's not on Spotify. You're right.
No, it's not. It's not.
I know.
It's only,
you're right.
Spotify doesn't have the best shit. I'm telling you. The thing.
Yeah. I have YouTube Music. I made a playlist on there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of both. What I love about are you
dude, I like
down?
I like the Spotify. No, there's a guy there. You see him?
There's a lot that I like about guys on roof and mid.
That zipline will destroy our build if someone takes it. Oh!
I just destroyed our build doing it.
It's all good.
What you said.
We gotta get out of here. We're good. I'm going to the top of Hughes. Oh, I got some good mats out of that. It's 300 brick right here.
Okay. Pick up that brick.
19 this dude. Did you pick it up? Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Hang him if you got him.
Definitely 2 over there.
I got a pizza and 3 biggies.
I'm pushing pizza right now.
Pushing P.
I have a pizza as well. I'm thinking about tossing it and grabbing the slices for endgame. I'm doing it. I gotta keep the gold MK though. Try to mark this pizza that way. Know where it is. See him? Yeah. Shit. Another guy on the right side of that building, right?
All right.
Knock blunt ashes into their caskets and laugh it off, you know? Hit that guy for 23 shield. Don't like how big this build is, dude.
I'm way at the tippy too.
Yeah, it scares me a little bit. Broke this guy's shield. 24 white. Yeah, you better metal wall up, boy. Man, this is scary to be up this high in this build. I might, start to go down a little bit. Huh? Just do not want to be taking fall damage here. .24 shield. .24
shield,
nice,
23
nice.
shield on him.
Another one. He just hit me for 5.
Oh no, he's just by the boot.
There's 2 of them, yeah, be careful. This height is freaking me out. Ooh, I don't like that either. That noise is scurry. Broke that guy's shield. Whoa!
Sorry.
Very good.
I'm gonna jump down. On this pizza.
19. I'm going up to the top of this mountain outside of Bugs.
Right.
They're gonna have to build up here. I think we got this. One's knocked. GG's, we got it. That's game. Come on, baby. No, it's not game.
He's right here.
Yep. Just keep it moving. We're good. We're good.
Oh, he got above me. I'm trying to take all those.
Let's go, baby! 2 dubbies.
Not on my worst day, pal.
Not on my goddamn worst day, baby. Let's go, man. We are dubbing up lately. Woo! But yeah, I was looking at the playlists and I was like, he's got this, I want a different thing. And I was like, he's got these playlists that I can go to, right? You made these playlists and I've been going to them when I just want to hear some music and I don't want to pay attention to what I'm listening to, right? Like not pay attention, but searching on YouTube and then the song ends and it's quiet for 5 minutes until I put another song on. So I like that aspect of it a lot. But when I started to make my own playlist, I'm going, how different would my most lyrical list be? Well, I'm not really interested in that right this second. I'm like, let me do a switch up the feel type of playlist, right? So I did a bunch of songs that I haven't published it or anything, and it's, I'm I'm working on it, and it's not something that is like super hip hop or anything. It's basically, there's a lot of you know, singer-songwriter stuff in it. Oliver Tree, and then, you know, Louis Capaldi with that I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved, and all of that kind of feeling. I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna go for on this little playlist, just for me, not that I want anyone to listen to or hear. And then I listen to my playlist and I'm like, all right, 20 songs deep, it's an hour long, and immediately I go, well, now I do kind of want to have a mostly. As soon as you start moving on them, you can put a million songs into every playlist, so it almost makes it more fun. And I kind of see where you're coming from when you're making these playlists, because you could put 1,000 songs on it in 2 seconds, and you know what I mean? When you have to be
end up
critical
reducing
over
it
what,
down.
Yeah, exactly, because you have to be critical, so it really does turn into a list that's really nice and well thought out. And I know that you're big on placement of the songs and stuff. I know you enjoy kind of, you know,
yeah, so my only thing is for that is I want the one thing, the first song that comes to mind when I think of that topic to play first, and then all features and production that kind of coincides with the rest, it just flows from there. But the first song is always the song that the playlist is intended for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I put most lyrical, I intentionally put the song that makes it most lyrical. You know, Royce and Black Dot, and then with the World War III playlist I made, is like intentional. Okay, it's Pistol Grip Pump, or you know what I mean. That's like the first one, and you know what I mean. I'm trying to be intentional with the first. Yep. Then after that, I can kind of build around it.
Yeah. So I listen to a lot of, you know, female vocalists. Like on my playlist, there's a song by Pink. And I'm like laughing. I'm like, how lame am I, right? And then you listen to the song and you're like, oh yeah, this song makes a ton of sense on this playlist, right? It's the way that it flows. And I've always been, and that's the point of the playlist. It's supposed to be a playlist that a hip hop head could go to and still have roots of hip hop in, but a change of the feel, right? And so I was having fun with it. Obviously, you know, it's not. You know, a lot of it's not exactly what you would want to listen to or a hip-hop head would want to listen to, but it sort of is. Like, a lot of it does have some influence and some, like, drum breaks and stuff like that that do have, and then there's other tracks that are acoustic, and, you know, so it is, at the end of the day, talent's talent. But I think the main part, what this whole thing was getting to was that, you know, us getting on here and talking about your playlist, especially, I know what you listen to for music, but I don't know why these songs are on here. So I think the content around the playlist is super fun for me as a listener, because I can go, why is this, you know, what made him put this on here? Like, what was he going for with this playlist? Yeah, you can name it whatever you want. You can have it named Lockout. People don't necessarily understand that you were going, yeah, like kind of your stadium music. You're kind of in a stadium watching a guy walk up to the plate. As soon as you say that, I go, got it. Like, you know, it makes more sense within 2 seconds of hearing you say a couple sentences about it. And I think that that's so cool. Like, I actually started to find certain songs that I wouldn't necessarily listen to, but they fit onto the list, and I'm trying to listen to the list as a whole, right? And it's like, oh, okay, I get why this is on this. I'm lagging a little bit, but I don't know if it's, you can still hear me fine, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's super fun, man. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, when you can anything you want to hear at the end of your fingertips, right? We suffer from having too much choice, right? And curating these playlists for me gives me the ability to put something on that I am trusting of, and just go take an hour-long car ride without having to change one song. You know what I mean? And or search for an artist. You know, I've kind of curated how my brain thinks when I'm starting to feel certain types of music, and that's kind of the idea for me, is having that as a tool to just kind of, because, you know, when I'm editing or I'm doing anything on the computer, doing whatever, I'm always throwing on like either an audio book or whatever. But sometimes I'm just in the mood for music, you know, and that's essentially what making these playlists is for me. But having like you said, having some context behind it, I need to be doing that too. I feel like I'm an authority in the space when it comes to talking about what's lyrical hip hop. So maybe I should be writing an article and kind of expounding on
that.
it.
I think if someone was to listen to that I don't even know how long the playlists are, but they go through 5 songs, and they can fully understand that what your playlist is about. While it might not be everyone's opinion, it's at least an accurate representation of what the most lyrical is. You might not agree with the whole list, but I think that once you listen to it, and people can go listen to it for themselves just so they can either agree or disagree with me, but I think that you've done a good job of going, anyone that listens to this.
What I try to do.
And I think that's a huge part of it for me, man. Like, I really enjoy the content aspect of looking at the playlist and going, why is this on here, man? Like, why is this on here? And not in a bad way, but I think it just gives you a better understanding, and then people can go, this dude knows what he's doing with making these playlists. Like, he's spot on, and so far, I think you have been pretty spot on. Like, I messed with you at first. I'm like, I'm not trying to listen to, Korn and POD. I'm joking, you didn't put those guys on there. But the World War III playlist, I was like joking with you. I'm like, I'm not trying to listen to Slipknot, and System of a Down do a cover, but for what the playlist was, it was exactly accurate, and it's like, after I listen to it and I hear you go, well, it's supposed to be a playlist for this, like, rebellion, blah, 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 whatever it might be, then I can go, oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense. Now, I understand that's a silly thing to say because you either like the music or you don't, but I do think that there's something to be said about, understanding, like, how many times have you watched a movie or a documentary and then, you're thinking about it and, like, something clicks in your brain that you didn't fully understand before, and you go, man, maybe I should go back and watch that, or maybe I should go back and listen to that. And I think that the playlists that you've been making do a good job of doing exactly what you want them to, and people can't really, as much as people can say I like what I like or this and that, they can't argue that it's not accurate, and that's my favorite part of it.
Try to be accurate, but again, it's more a practice in being open-minded. For me, even like what's great about Spotify, right? I'm not the only one who's attempted to make a lyrical playlist. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm the one that phonetically has the word most lyrical in it, but if you go and search Spotify, you'd be curious to see, probably 4 or 5 other, people have generated lyrical playlists. I go in there and I take just a quick peek on, like, what are some of the things maybe I'm overlooking that maybe somebody else in this space is going to add. I'm not going to put Joyner Lucas every song that the guy's ever made on my lyrical playlist, but somebody else would. And then it makes me go and listen to Joyner. And I go, oh, yeah, of course.
Well, and that's the beauty of it, right? Because like I said, it's about anyone can make a playlist, but when you put thought into it and go, well, this is my list right here, and then someone else makes a playlist, and like you said, we'll use Joyner for an example. You go.
Heard a llama.
Me too. He's inside this building.
What? What in the world? It's an inside llama. Not an outside llama.
He's in the front yard doing backyard things, that llama. But yeah, like you said, I'll use Joyner as an example. That person, whoever, makes a playlist with Joyner, you can listen to it and go, this is accurate. The song is really lyrical. It's not on my list, but this is accurate. I think that's super, I don't know, it's weird. That's the fun of it for me. And people probably are like, no, I just want to listen to music that I like. But the fun of it for me is why these songs are on it. I get fascinated with what people are into and why,
Well, huge shout out really is to your brother and Dan, because I went and listened to a few of the podcasts that they have going on, and what I'm quickly able to just kind of gaze over what they're bringing to the table for new songs of the week that they're piqued their interest, that they want to discuss, and it's all over the board. It's not hip hop, you know what I mean? It's very rarely hip hop, you know what I mean? Which is a practice in open mindedness. you know, for
Well,
Dan.
my brother's
and,
not a real hip-hop head, and Dan is,
Yeah.
but Dan listens to everything as well because he's a
Right.
producer, right? He wants to sample, he wants to do this and that. I couldn't agree more, though, putting you on podcast. I've listened to every episode. I love it. Obviously, it's my big brother, so I probably am going to like it anyway, but I just think that they do a great job with the premise of it, man. It's weird because finding a new song once a week isn't easy. It's not as easy as you think. It's easy to find a new song, but it's not easy to find a song that you're confident enough and you like enough to share with people and to go, you know, this song is here for this reason. You know, I really enjoyed this song, and putting people onto it. But yeah, so I agree on the whole. You know, I definitely have been drawing inspiration from their podcast as far as listening to new music. You realize how fun it is to go out and search for maybe a new artist, or maybe an artist that you listened to years ago and you never got around to hearing their new project. For me, when I started it, I said, when I went on their podcast, I said, what has Mos Def released in the last year? Or the last, you know, because I hadn't kept up with Yasin Bey at all. You know, but isn't that kind of what makes it so fun, is that I went, all right, let me find some Mos, you know, and I wouldn't have done that at that time. Of course, eventually I'm going to hear it. I'm a hip-hop head, and I'm going to hear the new music from these legendary artists. Of course, I'm going to eventually. But I just felt like it gave me the opportunity. Jeez.
Well, I honestly, the Black Star album hasn't come out yet, but the interview with Mos Def on the People's Party with Talib is pinnacle. You know.
Yeah, I haven't.
That Bugs Bunny, Frankenstein, goofy ass. The reason why they don't have the music on Spotify, it's like fraction of a penny. Yeah. That whole shit is so good.
Guy on top of Bukes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm getting out of here.
A part of a motherfucking penny? I love that shit.
I'm getting out of there, right?
What kind of Frankenstein, Bugs Bunny, goofy ass motherfucking shit is that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that full interview, but there's definitely clips going around that I was laughing
That's
at.
wicked funny. And he's like, it's all a colonial hangover, which is like beautiful, right? It's like, now he's saying funny shit, but he's like really justifying the ability to.
On you.
Yeah, I know, I'm coming to you. But he's justifying the ability to, you know, manipulate, and people have this false entitlement that they can, you know, overtake black culture, which is wicked funny. His ability to articulate that really quickly is just what's so good about Mos Def.
At the end of the day, if Mos Def was a struggling artist, he would be on Spotify. It's a lot easier to stand on top of the mountain and say that you're not getting what you're worth. Spotify, in my eyes,
and shit, you know what
is
I mean?
not meant to be a money-making tool. I've never thought that was Spotify, at least for me. Or like, I always thought that it was a promotion. The music industry's changed so much that it's hard for me to go, yeah, fucking fraction of a penny. It's like, well, it's about the platform for me, and that's what they hold over your head. And I realize that's what he's talking about, and that irritates him. But I don't know. It's easy to be rich and been in the game for 20 years and everyone loves you and go, I'm not putting my music on Spotify. It's like, yeah, well, they're gonna come seek you out, dude. I need, you know, some exposure. I need this, I need that, right? You know? And I think he does say in that interview, like, this is what I'm doing, don't...
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't say, like, you know, Mos Def is so conscious about stuff. Let's open this vault, you need help.
Yeah, no, I actually have heals. But I will join you.
Join you, Lucas.
Yeah. Nah, man. I have to go back and listen to the interview. It's fascinating any time that he talks, you know. Always.
Oh, no bottle flip. Oh. Come on, baby. Bang.
I keep forgetting that next time we crack some dude and knock him, I'm gonna pick him up and you gotta pickaxe him or something. We gotta do something. We gotta start having a special move.
Right, we gotta have an ender.
Yeah.
Finisher. Alright, I'm 9'd out on wood and brick. There's 100 brick right here. if you want it. Just breaking stuff. All right, we gotta start circling around the edge here. Good thing I just tried to sling. Slingers are broken, and I have to drop them and pick them back up to get them to work. 10 seconds that I have to reload after hitting one sling 4 feet in front of me. How about all that?
So yeah, I got the duos playlist coming out. I'm gonna do another UFC card, which was really cool. The reaction we got from people on that, man, it just feels like I'm filling a void with you know, them not having this card out. You know, a few days before the fight, they wait until the weigh-ins. A lot of times to
you got to get people excited for it. I think for them it's an oversight at this point where it's like, well, our fans are gonna see our
card eventually. But for people like us,
eliminated
and people
one
who
over
are
there.
kind of in that on the forums talking about it, you know, interacting, they want something to
I absolutely
visually see.
love seeing people post their picks. It gets me so excited. There's a bot right here. It gets me so excited. Should we pull, or actually, he's probably not going to be a knock. I was going to say we should pull a finisher on this guy. Ooh, he just clapped me with a fucking slapper right there, boy. One thing that I obviously, you know, not the biggest promotion or whatever ever, but dude, I love what Habib's promotion, Eagle FC, is doing, dude. I am super, super, super into their whole deal for, I'm 9'd out on every material right now. I see that every day. I'm super into what Eagle FC is doing because they're putting on good cards that are people that you're interested in, but they're also doing a great job of what the UFC does of making people recognizable. Maybe he's not the best fighter in the world, but at least you saw him fight and you saw him do this against this guy, and now he's recognizable. This card this weekend, I watched it I shouldn't probably say fully front to back because there were moments where I was working on Skater XL stuff, but I feel like, oh, I just clapped that dude. Oh, that one was way too high. I just like what they're doing, and for example, like the card this weekend coming up is Junior Dos Santos, or not this weekend, sorry. The next Eagle FC card is Junior Dos Santos versus Jurgen De Castro. Jurgen De Castro was on the Contender Series, got a contract in the UFC. Why won't it let me pick this up? There we go. He got a contract with the UFC. Obviously, didn't pan out for him. I think he had 1 win, 1 loss in the UFC, and it could be 2 losses and a win. I don't know, but so he's fighting Junior Dos Santos, and for me, the UFC doesn't do tune-up fights, right? Like they don't do.
They just want the people who are slated to potentially be in it.
Yes. So for me, I'm still interested in seeing Junior Dos Santos fight. I just am. I couldn't tell you why I am, but for some reason I am, and I think that there's a big space to be filled. Do you have any rockets?
Yeah, I got 12.
Oh man.
Do you need all of them, or are you good?
I'll take all of them.
I'm gonna drop and see whatever you have left over.
I got them all.
Oh, well, let's go.
So I'm interested in seeing Junior Dos Santos
Obviously,
fight, and
this build right here is just
at this point in Junior Dos Santos' career, he should be fighting fights against people. And no disrespect to Jurgen, because the guy's good and he's got absolute just dynamite in his hands. He knocks people stiff. But that's who Junior should be fighting at this point in his career, you know. And in the UFC, you don't get that. You don't have that happen. Their tune-up fights are against the number 15 guy on the planet, right? There's a big shield right here, Rye. I think it's in that bush.
Everything. Just wanted to kind of get in, but the guy also wanted to get in too.
That guy's dead. I just knocked one. Not the guy that you were fighting, but a guy, different guy. Whoa! Alright. Got my Elim. Coming back to height with you, I guess.
23 blue on this guy, I just think. He's shooting this down. 34 headshot.
You're about to get knocked down.
Still not in, huh?
No, I'm just barely. Ah! I can't seem to find where this guy that's shooting us with rockets is. Do you have any idea? Let me know. 74.
I got ping.
Someone just hit a launch pad. Landing over here. Why won't it put a wall there? Jeepers. Creepers with this.
Obviously, it's a dude back here. Pushing me.
Yep. I can't
just
edit,
popped that.
Dude. I'm having a rough time.
Ah, I just got 8 up.
He's above
Stupid
you.
of me. Damn it.
Damn.
It's all 1v1, but yeah.
Oh, I think. Like to try to hit this biggie, but it seems a little sketchy.
Look like I got that biggie off.
Would have liked that. I got that bigot out of Nite.
Ah.
Went right over him.
1v1. You're 9'd out.
Oh no. I mean, he had me. I was.
Yeah.
Guy at
wall.
12.
Both.
GG's.
Pretty good. Being able to pop those edits and shoot that. That's pretty impressive. But I got time for one more.
I tried to hit him.
Straight.
There was no way I was gonna get the rocket off. I should have. Yeah, probably shouldn't have gone with the rocket there. Guy got me. Let's see.
How's it going with the Skater XL?
Good. I'm getting everything good to go. I just want to have it very laid out, you know, before I start putting anything out, because I know how it goes, and I'm gonna start getting a ton of submissions and whatnot, like right off the bat. So I'm trying to set up everything to where it's very simple for me to do. Right now I'm experimenting and running tests on submissions to a WeTransfer folder rather than Google Drive. That way you can literally click on my WeTransfer and go, there's my name. There, you know, my name for, you go, all right, stop one, there's my name, and upload your clips into that file. And that will be the easiest for me to handle. A lot of the time people's emails are, you know, Big PP 91, and I'm like, who's sending me these? You know what I mean? It's like, who's sending me these? Now I gotta go look at my list and see who Big PP 91 is.
Yeah. Schlong ya dong.
Yeah, exactly. But it's good. I'm just trying to make sure it's fully ready to go, and I got all the requirements typed out. I have the guidelines typed out. Now I'm working on getting judges again and figuring out a way to figuring out the proper time that everyone can hop in with me and judge, and because that, dude, that's the hardest part. Point blank period. That's the hardest part, is getting people to actually judge. And I need them to do it, you know, spur of the moment, ready to just, you know, whether it be we get together for an hour on Sundays and they, you know, they go through the clips or whatever it might be. But that's the biggest part, is having consistency in the judging and in the judges.
I have a car map, by the way, if you want to hit this thing real quick, get slingers and dip.
God dang, easy.
Alright.
Just trying to,
it's over by industrial building, if you want to hit that one.
I got one pushing me. But yes, I'm down though.
It's past it. It's on the other side of the river, actually.
But the show there. Yep. Oh my goodness.
Guys chasing me?
I'm so bad.
Oh, dude, seriously?
That dude really wanted that smoke, huh?
Ugh. Kill this fucking clown.
Gonna try. I don't have an SMG. Whoa!
Throw a little heal on him.
I'm lagging. I'm just lagging.
Alright.
Nothing I can do there.
I got time for one more. Let's drop again. Try to get a W. This is a dumb idea for me to just go like, hey, let's go hit this map, but I figured...
I wasn't ready to... I mean, I had a shotgun, but if we had gotten in a fight on the way to that map, I was going to be in trouble. I gotta get this lag problem fixed. Very randomly lag spikes. I felt like I was just jumping over and over right there. Like, I don't even know exactly what I was trying to accomplish, but... GG's though.
I took my goddamn map. He's getting shit. So I think, you know, for initiatives for us overall, obviously the big focus for us is to get this MNXL contest kind of off the ground. Once it's going, it's going. You know, we have the templates for everything else, like the UFC cards. Those are just going to get cranked out. The Spotify playlist, like that's something I like to do in my spare time. I can do it anytime on my phone, add songs to a playlist, go upstairs and edit it and just, you know, put it out there. It's, you know, a lot of this is like, you know, super low touch, but some of the real impactful things I think we're going to start implementing is blogging with the website, right? Trying to drive some organic traffic and focus to some of the things we like to talk about, just try to create, you know, an overall consensus and idea to what we want to bring to the table as far as Mad Nice.
Eventually it's the website, right? But right now, while we're getting it finished and worked on, it's the Discord. Join up in the Discord, you know, and that's kind of where it's at for now. And then obviously we'll be doing a full website launch and all that, and they'll be able to know about it and keep up with it. But the Discord is very fun. I've been putting my fight breakdowns in there. We had a good conversation going in there about the rule changes in baseball the other day. What else? There's been some cool stuff happening in the Discord, so make sure to hit that link. Go join up in the Discord. And then eventually, I had the idea, we've talked about it before, but if one of these pay-per-views coming up, every now and then the ESPN Plus will do a thing where if you buy the pay-per-view, you get a year of ESPN Plus. And it's like, you know, the pay-per-view 75, and if you want the bundle, it's like 85. So you pay like $10 a year basically for the first year of ESPN Plus. But what I want to do is the fight cards, you know, we're going to have a fight pick'em channel and in the Discord, and if someone gets them 100% right, obviously they have to be posted into the proper channel and, you know, can't be edited and da-da-da-da-da, but if they get 100% on the fights, I'm going to buy them the next pay-per-view in UFC for a year and the ESPN Plus for a year. So I think that's going to be super fun, because then people are going to really... I'm having so much fun just picking the fights and then keeping track of people's wins and losses. Like, you know, people repost it, and I can screenshot it and go, okay, this guy's got this guy, and then I keep track of how many wins and losses they have. But adding something to it, like, dude, imagine getting a free pay-per-view in ESPN Plus for a year just from fight picks, you know? I think that'd be so,
yeah, it's an awesome,
just so cool.
awesome idea. No,
We'll
yeah,
be doing
sure.
that eventually, but that will all go through Discord, I'm sure. I mean, maybe our website eventually, but for now, definitely
I think a lot
Discord
of
for that.
I believe just how in my mind how it would work is a lot of the interaction and community building is all done on Discord. The website is a hub for where our content's gonna lay and where people can get eventually directed to, you know, when we're gonna drop our merch line and things like that. But you know, that's something down the road that we've been focused on as well. Just trying to make it all cohesive is something that's important to have a website for. So we're working on that. You know, a lot of the blog writing ideas that I have, just trying to get in touch, kind of get back into our artist base of fans that are in what, you know, have been following Time and Lepp for years, and you know, trying to kind of crack back into that audience base because we've been inactive with the music thing, and that's another big focus for us now. Is, you know, throughout COVID, it really gave us an opportunity to kind of take a look back on like what's in the rhyme book. You know, what do we got here that's not recorded? What are some of the focuses that? What are some of the new things we want to work on too musically? And you know,
I mean, we have a decent amount ready to go, you know, obviously some mixing, some mastering, but that's going to be a huge thing to finally get our project off the ground.
You got 8 tracks in the books right now, but I'm trying to get up to at least 10
Well,
and maybe even more reduced down.
You know, I have some ideas. We want to at least probably make 10 to 15 and then reduce it down and figure out what we want to do. But man, I got a lot of ideas for songs that we never finished when we were younger, that we can revamp, retool. Like, there's music that no one's ever even heard unless they've been at a live show, right? You know. I have no slingers, by the way.
Still writing, you know, pretty frequently. Got a new verse I'm working on now. Like, you know, things just happen as they happen. Yeah, verses for me, man. Some verses will live in my head for, you know, months. You know, some couple days, and I just try to get them recorded on my phone, put them in the brainberry, you know, try to lock them in, and then as I ride with them, throw in instrumentals, spit a couple verses here and there, kind of fine tune them in and get them ready to then record. And even that, right, with the sound after recording, ride with it for a little bit, maybe needs to tweak here and there.
Yeah, you should. I always like to have a riding around version so I can kind of figure out what I like and dislike about my verse or whatever it might be.
I'll burn a hole in a CD dude, we used to do that with Eric, right? Like, you just throw that on a CD.
We'd make one half of a song, and we'd make Eric put it on a CD for us because we wanted to listen to it on the way home.
On the way home, yeah.
I always remember, and we always had a joke like, one more time. Let's just do it one more. Be on the way home, listen to the same song for the 20-minute ride home.
Yeah.
Just bump it one more time. I'm buying this boom sniper and see what happens. Screw it.
See, that's the thing about, I think, what was good and what was kind of bad about, you know, my approach to rap. I was always like impressed with myself too much. I always was like, did you hear that shit? Let's run it back. You know what I mean? Instead of just go on, getting on to the next fucking project, dude, you know? So my whole take now is, you know, all right, yeah, that shit's good. Well, act like you've been here before. Let's keep it going, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited to get that Mike Wing feature, hopefully, and just start moving on it. The project sounds great. I listened to it 2 nights ago during the UFC, right before the UFC cards. I gave it a playthrough. Obviously the rough version, you know, not even finished. Maybe none of those songs end up on it. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. And I really enjoyed it. I'm proud of it. Obviously, you know, there's always things that you run into when you're making music, you know, where you're like, all right, well, that verse sounds great. Does it sound as good as it should? Should I re-record it? And I think a big, you know, not being as much of a perfectionist has helped me quite a bit, because I can go, you know, I can come back to this if I need to, or I can do X, Y, and Z.
Well, with our ability to know the tools, know the equipment, trust ourselves, it's like all the quality's still high, but our ability to crank shit out is way better. You know, when you're a kid and you're hung up on a lot of stuff, you don't really understand, you know, quality.
Yeah, but we still were releasing more music as a kid. That's the weirdest part.
Well, yeah, no, that's just not been a focus. So.
Well, and it was not great. Like, it wasn't mixed, and that's, you know, I want to get to a point where everything that comes on sounds the way it should, you know? Oh my goodness, I'm getting tossed by this thing. Just kind of floating around, checking out the area. We got a fight over here. Say screw it and go push them?
I'm hesitating.
Gonna fly over.
Gonna get a W.
They won that fight. All right.
Where you going?
Just kind of peeking at what these guys are doing. Hit this guy for 60. You seeing this? It's sitting in a tree.
Yeah, I'm meeting him. He's on me now.
Broke his shield. Knocked him. Whoa, I just jumped off the build though. Any idea where he went? Never mind. I got him. He's dead. Oh, he did. Dude most definitely found a treasure map. Rocking with all the stuff.
What else is up there?
I took the 2 golds, but there's an auto shotty and a green MK.
Gold auto shotty?
No, green auto shotty.
Oh.
Man, having trouble. I think I need a new controller. I think that's might be part of my issue here. Feels like my X button like doesn't. I'm literally pressing the X button right now. Oh, it worked that time. Of course, made a liar out of me.
So, I started watching this pretty cool show last night about, it's called Perfect World, A Deadly Game. Heard about this?
No.
So it's on Hulu, and it's a true crime series about this kid who plays this game Perfect World. It's this, you know, anime kind of Chinese lore game, but it's such a small, like a small group of people created a private server for it, and the real game is about, you know, just doing quests and, you know, kind of like a Diablo thing, where you're not fighting each other, you're fighting the campaign. Well, they've created this private server where people can go in and fight each other, like actually like do damage to one another, and it's turned into a community. You know, people go in there, they build alliances, and really what it is.
Is this a real show or just
yes.
Is this a documentary?
It's a documentary, sorry.
Okay,
It's a documentary. So what happens is one of the people that are in this private server, this kid, has a meltdown and kills his family, and tells the people in the server, I just killed my family. And so what's interesting about it is they have a Discord for this server, and then he has the ability to send photos through the Discord. So yeah, it's extremely interesting, like how the people react. They have the original people who like generated the private server for the game involved trying to find the guy's VPN number, you know what I mean? And it gets extremely interesting because no police department can help you if you can't tell them where the person is, what the person's name is. You know what I mean?
Well, it's
all
like
they
don't
know
mess
is
with cats, or don't whatever that.
Exactly. It's very similar to that. Oh, dude, I just ran out of slingers and I'm stuck on. There might be slingers next to me, actually.
There might. Yeah, I was gonna say there might be some over there.
It's very similar to Don't Mess with Cats, but Don't Mess with Cats is on Facebook groups. I think this one was on Discord. So it was just interesting. You'd love it.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's called
Sounds
Perfect
right
World.
up my alley.
Yeah, it's called Perfect World. So this kid, you know, kills his mother and kills his grandmother, takes a photo of it, puts it in the Discord group, and all of them are like, "This guy's the biggest fucking troll here. Look at him. He's,
Bro.
you know, he's still going."
Right, look,
Yeah.
I'm literally stuck inside. What?
Where are
Dude,
you?
dude. Fortnite glitch. I just died to fall damage when I didn't fall, and I'm stuck inside of a wall right here. Come back and see if you can rev me. I have pizza for you. There's no way I can get out of this. Dude, I'm literally inside of a wall.
Oh, your ass is hanging out the back, though. Keep it still. Spin that thing around.
This way?
No, you're stuck, dude. You're fucking stuck.
Did you get the pizza at least?
No.
Dude, I'm
I have
inside of
pizza.
a wall.
How'd you get in here?
I don't know, dude. I just fell to the ground. There's another low light of Fortnite right there. Oh, too late, dude. Can you get my card or no?
What in the world?
Yeah, you have to go up to the top. Look,
I got your card.
Inside of a wall.
That's funny. I got your card.
Did you actually? Let's
Yeah.
go. Rev me there. Maybe I can go back and get my stuff. I'm just kidding. It's in a wall. It's taken force. You might want to just go. Okay, I like it.
Force?
You got yeah, you got
Taking
time.
twos.
Oh, I must be smacking a little bit of lag spike there. It took a 4 chunk off of you. Well, that's how you lose a game of Fortnite in the worst way possible. I can't go back and get any of my stuff, so I'm just gonna keep it moving and win this game without slingy dingies and gold guns. And all of my material.
This fucking shit.
Jesus, man. Take some of that chicken meat right there. Look
Yeah,
at
no,
this
we
chicken.
watched. Ooh,
It's a chicken, it's a chicken.
we watched a lot of it last night, and it's just interesting. The
What's it called again?
Perfect World, a deadly game. That's what it's called. Perfect World, a deadly game.
Oh, look, they're gonna reward me with a gold bird. After all my trouble there, I got gold MK back at least.
Nice.
Not gonna matter because I do not have slingy dingies. It's gonna be a tough way to win this, but I'm gonna try. Matter of fact, where did we kill that guy? Is that still in? He had slingers. Gonna go check this temple ruins right here.
But what's even crazier about this, and you'll see it in the series, it's not going to ruin it at all.
I might end
but
up watching it tonight, bro.
yeah, it's on Hulu if you can get on. What's interesting is the guy, he obviously kills his family and then goes back on to play. So, you know,
Freaky.
yeah, it's just such a fucking weird situation.
Yeah, that's people are nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Poor family. Trying my best here, but not used to playing without slingers.
Weird. What's weird about that game is not the game Perfect World. It's not
On
only
me.
do you have to have no life. I mean, obviously, sitting here play video games too.
On me,
So
I got a guy, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not trashing anyone who's playing video games, obviously.
I need you to take some aggro. 'Cause
Yeah,
this
I'm
dude's got
trying
me
to.
closed in here. Ah, I'm dead.
You should have shotgun me.
Yeah, I'm in trouble here, dude. I got nothing.
I don't have slingers either.
Gonna try my best. I just knocked that dude up there. Nice try, buddy. If you can thirst. Actually, don't even. That guy's out of here. I'm gonna go for the thirst. Any idea where my knock is? Rye? No?
No, I'm trying to find it.
All good. A laser.
You might have slid down, because that's where his boy was going, right? Down this way, where you are, kind of.
That sucks that I
Trying
wasn't.
to get the rev off.
Yeah, he probably got it. It's fine. Oh, that wasn't him, though. Sounds like he might be coming back. I needed those mats.
Yeah.
Pushing up to you. I eliminated the original guy. The original guy's back here.
You guys knocked one. Instant
Dude, what is wrong with this game?
Trying to get to this dude's shit over here.
Got myself some slingers.
Nice.
Off that body.
Gotta get some mats.
Everything got messed up though in that fight. I don't have SMG.
Obviously,
or
people right
anything anymore.
here.
Yeah.
See him?
Yeah.
They launch padded out, I think.
Yeah, it looks that way. I have no mats or anything, so I'm just gonna try to stock up here. See if they left anything in their build. Oh, they got a gold MK right here for you if you want. What a crazy game, dude. I can't believe I just got stuck in that wall.
Oh, well. This wall's... Dude, look at this wall. Can you see my screen? Alright, can you look at me real quick? Is this wall gone for you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still in mine. That's weird. I'm just walking through a fucking wall right there.
Oh, that's what I was talking about, though. It keeps happening. Stuff like that keeps happening.
I wonder if it has anything to do with cross-platform.
I got high ground. Or no, I don't. Two guys trying to land on me. On us, landed on us.
21 blue behind you.
I hit this guy for 100. I run out of mats, though.
Yeah, I don't have any mats. Fuck. Going back towards the... Oh, no, never mind. Slide, dude. They're right in this metal
He's
building.
in there, yeah. Oh, what? I just fell off. There's a guy way low. My slingers are broken!
Guy next to me. Damn it. That was a frustrating game. But
GG's.
I do have to hop off though.
Yeah, I'm going back to the lobby. Real quick, I just want to make sure that we get the socials in. There'll be a link in this video. Make sure to join up in the Discord. Haven't been doing a good job of trying to scoop people to the Discord. I keep seeing people asking, you know, like when the video's coming up and this and that. I'm getting messages. So we have a link in the description of this video. No matter where you watch it, Facebook, YouTube, wherever. With our link tree, has all the Spotify playlists. It has, or the most current Spotify playlist, our Instagrams, obviously our Discord, our Facebook page, I believe our Instagram. So everything any way to get a hold of us or whatever, if you want to come on the show, if you want to play with us, anything, pretty much facilitate it through that link tree. And basically, you know, Discord and everything like that is popping. So make sure to hit us up. Link in bio.
Link in bio. All right.
Right at noon. Later.
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack out.
Lit.
Peace.